Supposedly, Kevin Durant is more likely to retire than ever play another down of basketball for the Brooklyn Nets again. I want to hear your thoughts. I don't know why. You ever smell something and I don't know. But you know what's funny? It was Kevin Durant posted on Twitter. I know most people will believe unnamed sources over me, but if anyone's out there that'll listen, I don't plan on retiring soon. Shit is comical at this point. Which, thank you. Okay? And on other news also, it's kind of funny that the Sixers settled with All-Star and he got some of his money back. So, that's on a later date. But basically, earlier today, it was reported that Durant was more than likely to retire than to play for the Nets. And we talked about this morning. It was by Mark Stein, who Mark Stein typically, I trust Mark Stein from the Stein line. I've never had a problem with Mark Stein. And this is what Mark Stein said, okay? And I feel like he left it kind of open-ended for the tweet that Durant said. So Mark Stein said, during the Summer League in Las Vegas, one of the most well-connected team executives I spoke to regularly insisted to me that based on what he was hearing, Durant was more apt to retire than play again for the Brooklyn Nets. This was in early July, Mark Stein said. And the tipsters, what he was told, he couldn't believe it. Mark Stein said he is a loyal subscriber to the theory that Durant, the hooper, loves playing basketball and was too much to adopt the stance. Now, more than a month later, the retire word to Durant still comes across as a serious hyperbole, but it certainly gets easier to envision him refusing to report to training camp with the Nets to get back together in 6 weeks for media day and for first practices of the new season. All right, so with that being said, I think Mark Stein Mark Stein never said he believes it, but he said an executive told it. So I like how Mark Stein reported that, because Mark Stein basically said, Kevin Durant reiterated it with Twitter, is that he had always been a loyal subscriber, and Mark Stein never said that he was against it. He finished it off with saying, if Durant hasn't been traded by then, which, media day is September 26th and the first day of practice is September 27th. If Durant isn't traded by then, there's a growing expectation in league circles that he will continue trying to cause as much ruckus behind the scenes to try to prod the Nets into lowering their asking price to facilitate a deal. If it wasn't apparent now, he really wants to be traded to Phoenix, Miami, or even Boston or Philadelphia, no matter what it does to his reputation when he hasn't played a game yet under the 4-year extension he signed last year, which goes into effect this season. So I like how, Mark Stein never said he believed that this rumor was true that Durant was going to be retired. He said he believes more that Durant isn't going to retire. He's going to stay on the team, but he's just going to make it so awkward, so much ruckus, and just so chaotic that the Nets have no other option but to trade him. And in my opinion, that is actually probably the best thing that they can do. I mean, not best thing they can do. It's the best thing he can do. But I like that as soon as I recorded this video, Kevin Durant came out and he was just like, let me reiterate it. I know most people will believe unnamed sources over me, but if anyone's out there that'll listen, I don't plan on retiring anytime soon. Shit is comical at this point. And I bet you he had to put this tweet out because this was like, Mark Stein didn't lie. Okay, Mark Stein didn't put out a fake report. This was good journalism in the sense that, I'm not saying that, I don't know if I would have written that if I was Mark Stein, because it was just an opinion from a league executive. I don't know if I would have put that out there, but what Mark Stein did was he never said he believed this. He said, this is what I've been told. Like how I report these videos. Some of the videos, when there's not an article or a news attached to it, it's usually just something I thought of and I wanted to make a video of. But like I have a Zeke Nanje video coming out that I saw a little tweet and then that inspired a video. And this is more where I report and I give you my thoughts on this report, if it's true, if it's not true, etc. What I believe this could lead into, speculate. But right here, that Mark Stein kind of speculated. He did the good journalism thing where he didn't say this was true. He just said, this is what I was told by somebody who's very well connected and reputable. And this is what I believe, but this is what I'm hearing. He said, I believe that Durant loves basketball too much not to play, but this is what somebody's saying. That's like good sports journalism right there, in a sense, because you're kind of washing your hands. I love you. Tell me your thoughts down below, guys.